Alright, it's monster time. Let's go. I probably can make this a bit smaller. Make it like that. And I can drag the size of this, right? You like control and
Click it.
Is it fitting there now? Basically.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, it needs to be washed.
Okay. This probably isn't even working yet, is it?
Our flight has much to offer.
I don't know. I didn't try and buy anything. I just posted stuff and it worked.
Come see me again. My wares were made with knowledge. Thank you for sharing.
Gotta figure out what I'm doing today. I think I want to mess around with some dual gathering.
See how it goes on the auction house?
I mean, if I know where the disenchanting shuffle is currently, and I know that's around 48k as of this morning, which I mean, it's not what it was, but it's not bad. I don't know. Can't really dog it too much. But I was like, I wonder where something like a dual gather, an actual dual gather, like I wonder where that's at. My guess is honestly not even as good as that, but who knows? That's why you test stuff. The problem I've had this whole time is I don't have like a sufficient route. But I still can't make this, huh? Oh, I can make the files now. Good. Or the experimentation. Cool. Guess I get some work done here. Then I need to make some more. Yay! How are you? Stab, is that it? I haven't seen you in chat before. Welcome, welcome. We just started, so yeah, that shuffle was quite good. as of a couple days ago. It's definitely fallen a lot. It's as of this morning, it was still making like 48k an hour on NA. Obviously not the 180 plus that I was pulling originally with it, but that's how gold making goes. It comes and it goes. Hop on it while it's good. If you're late and you find a video 48 hours later, yeah, it might be dead at that point. All right, so what do we need? I'm gonna do about 4 more. I'm lazy. I'm gonna buy that.
What are tokens out this morning?
Tokens.
We will not
170 or something?
our
Yeah.
history.
Yes.
Pretty cheap. Just do like 4 more.
Go in wisdom.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today for gold making. I traded some stuff last night. I blew about 170k and then ended up losing money, so it didn't work out the way I thought it would. Not that I thought it would, but I was testing something and it sucked, so we'll find other things to test today. Kind of feel like the music might be too loud. I might have to turn that down. I don't know. See if somebody says something first, I guess. Yay, a new discovery! How about another new discovery? That'd be nice. Nope, nothing.
I mean, your voice is louder than the music when you do talk, so I think it's fine.
Well, that's good. I'm not good with alchemy. Oh, I need to do reclaiming to get that, I forgot. That's fine. Let's get some other stuff going.
Our flight has much to offer. Thank you for sharing.
Denim jeans, broken dreams in my pocket. Golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my
So I need to do this transmute, huh? Gross. It's an awakened order. I don't want to use awakened order. But I need to.
My wares were made with knowledge. We have been scattered.
Could be any potion, right?
Do you seek knowledge?
Nope.
Come see me again.
Hold me, hold my hand in the darkness. Summer heat, bodies laid on the carpet. Eye to eye, glistening. No, I saw it. I saw it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Me under the street light at the end, so I could show it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you're glowing. Me under the mezzanine, just so that I could show it. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. You're golden. You're golden. Golden. You're golden. Yeah, you're golden. You know it. Yeah, you're golden.
Alright, so that just give me 3 of each. That's not very good. Yeah, it's an ouchie loss of gold, but it's a first craft, so that's fine. Hey, Quest, how are you? Ouch. Let's see. Which city do you learn other recipes for your professions? Do you mean like classic and like Cataclysm and Shadowlands different recipes? Is that what you're talking about? You should be able to go to like if you're Alliance Stormwind or something for most of those. Leveling the first tune. Nice. Oh, so are you talking about like where to go to get it out here? Out here, right when you get to Waking Shores, that first area you come to, where the first like flight point is, there is profession people right there. Otherwise, you have to come to the main city. There's other ones scattered, but if you're talking about you just got over to the Isle and you're just starting to play right now, that first area with the first flight point, basically you get that group of like 3 quests. As soon as you complete those, make it to the waypoint. There is profession people right there. That's usually where I pick mine up at when I jump on an alt. Alright. Couple more first crafts, I think. Frost, air, earth, and a couple saxifrage.
Sexy frogs.
Sexy frogs.
That's right.
Yeah. Frost, air, earth, sexy.
Our flight has much to offer.
I said frost, air, earth, right? More sexy frogs. Yeah, no, I only needed
Sexy
2.
frogs.
Sexifrage or whatever. But
Saxifrage, something like that.
question. Hey zombie, how are you? Nice to see you.
Hello.
For all, so you need to grind out renown rep for all your characters. So, yes, renown is character specific. The way that renown works, if we go in here and like I'm not grinding out renown at all on this character. If you look, Iskara, let's go to like level 10. You can see that there's this word of the worthy ally. So you're standing with the Iskara. Tuskar allows your other characters on this account to gain 100% additional. So like if you take a main up to like level 10, then every alt you get on will basically be gaining double renown towards whatever it is. The same thing happens at level 20, where it's word of the ally number 2, and then it's 100% from 10 to 20 on alts, and 200% from 1 to 10 on alts. So that is essentially the catch-up mechanic. Your mic is really picking me up easily for some reason. But anyway, that is the method of how that works. Otherwise, it is character specific. However, there is... Let's go back in. Stop looking at that. If we go back in and look, like these unlocks here, you can see, like the cooking supplies, this is an account unlock. Fishing holes, an account unlock. However, I'm confused about fishing holes. Because that means I can jump on an alt and immediately go to the fishing... I'll have to look at that. But most of the things that say account unlock, you have the ability to do them right away. But other things you have to get to be able to take advantage of. I do think the music's too loud. Let me turn that down a little bit.
See if my mic is better.
Now it's too quiet, but... I'm going to find something else. Anyway, hopefully that answers your question. I'll go back to this. There we go. Not alt friendly. I have 2 rope grind on all crafting alts. Well, essentially for any crafting alt that, you know, you need a very specific renown for, technically you do need to play it. Like anything that's going to be like a major crafter, you would have to, yes. But in general, the renown's, it's much better than it was before. Here's the thing. What unlocks are you really getting that are worthwhile? I'm not entirely sure if it's worth... I'm not going to grind stuff out, more than likely. If it happens, it happens. But like, I don't know, expedition equipment? No, that's not it. Actually, this character, crafting knowledge 1. No. It's just crafter's knowledge. That would be nice, I guess. Here we go. You may acquire technique, renewed proto drake, manuscript, dragon scale. So here's inscription stuff, but it's all like mount wearable stuff. Don't really care. I mean, sure, I might be able to make some money off of that. What else is there? Is there another inscription one? Or alchemy, maybe? Inscription. Here's an illusion. Like, that's an illusion for inscription. Don't care about that. I don't know where everything's at for those, but... I know there's some of the, like, craftable equipment, right? The equipment that you use for whatever your professions are. Like, some of that would be good to get to relatively quickly. For sure. Like, for sure. That stuff is sold pretty well. I'm assuming you've probably sold some, to be honest. Okay, there we are. Got your first crafts done. Alright, so we were going for a transmutation master on this. At least for alchemy. As to where I'm putting my points after, honestly, I'm probably going to go into files. I don't see a reason not to. Just because what else are you going to do with alchemy, right? I originally wanted to do transmute master just to make sure I was getting the most bang for my buck on my transmutes. Which actually I could still do some transmutes. I mean, the fire and frost to air is pretty darn good. I mean, you know, it's low beat gold, but it's something you can do like daily, right? Like that's what makes it strong. Not the fact that it's like a bajillion gold. It's just something easy to do. So I do need to do those real quick. So I need to buy like 3 frosts, it looks like. And then I was looking at potions and stuff. I don't know what's going to be used because I'm not a big PvE guy. When they recently struck you. I thought it was air that I wanted to go. Files specifically. Maybe not. Where do I already have good air files? Maybe it's frost.
Wondering if it's worth the rep grinds for crafting.
I don't know if it is. Buddy of mine, who will probably be in here a little bit later, he's definitely grinding them out. I don't like grinding in general for stuff like that. I would rather just go make money doing something else. I'm assuming if, you know, it's like anything else. If you're the first one to get there, obviously it's worthwhile. You know, so if you're staying on top of it, you can start making that, like, you know, equipment or something before somebody else can. Yeah, like you can make good gold for that, but you have to go out of your way to do it. Casually getting there, like super casually just getting there, is it worth it? Maybe not. Skinning was good first day. I wasn't doing skinning though, but I knew it was. Okay, so healing 5 seconds. What files are people actually going to use? These look not amazing. These ones are kind of weird. But these are like when you're struck and stuff. I feel like I don't like any of these. Am I being dumb? Isn't there other one? Oh, these are elemental files. This is probably what everybody's going to use, right? Primary stat for a short period of time. Wow, those are expensive. But like the elemental potion of power or something? God damn, that's expensive to craft. I don't know. I hated alchemy coming into the expansion, and I hate it now. Yeah, 2 kids, I know. Wooden kid and everything else. That's why we're going to do Saturday morning streams for a few hours, and that's about it. And then whenever I can pump out content on YouTube, I will. It's a side thing. I do it for fun, but, you know, we all have lives to live, right? I hear you there. I feel like cauldrons. What about potions? God, it sucks. I don't even know which way to go. For files in particular. Or not for files, for alchemy. I don't like everything. Like everything I don't like. So what could I do? I can go resourcefulness, decayology. There's the file route where you oh wait, maybe you learn them here, right?
Alchemy worthwhile at the moment, or what profession?
Is alchemy worthwhile at the moment? That is literally working on alchemy right now. I just kind of finally made it to it in my in my route of going through professions. Alchemy's been the lowest on my list. I'm literally struggling with what the hell I want to do with it right now. Personally, I went... No, this is me, right? You don't have to. I went transmutation. I went transmutation not because I had to. There's
Yeah.
a decent chance of resourcefulness when you do transmute, but if you look at something like your daily transmute, like Awakened Air specifically, 1 fire, 1 frost, approximate cost of like 464 gold, but Awakened Airs are almost double that, and you get 2 of them. You're over doubling your money. It's not a lot of gold. If resourcefulness hits, you get to save some of these, right? Get some rousings or awakens back. Like, it's not amazing. It's really not that good, right? It's just one of those small things that you can guarantee that you make yourself like a couple thousand a day. Which I guess in the long run is kind of crap, isn't it? It's more of a long run thing. There's other chances you can unlock too, though, like depending on which direction you go. I was just doing that because I didn't want to mess with alchemy, and I was like, I'm not going to mess with alchemy, but I can jump on there one day, once a day, once every few days, and do a couple of transmutes real quick, right? Something that takes me less than 5 minutes to make a little bit of gold. Like, I'll do that. But I didn't really know if I wanted to focus on vials or potions. And currently, right now, that's kind of what I'm sitting here thinking about, is which direction do I want to go now that I can make... now that I have extra skill points. I was going to go file, and I was trying to figure out if I'm going to focus on, like, frost or air, or if I'm just going to, like, go for batch production, which is probably what I would end up doing. And then just, obviously, watching the market and having an understanding of which one might be worthwhile. But because I'm not entirely sure what files are going to be the most expensive, or what potions are. And of course, since you can't respec this, I'm worried about making a mistake, I guess. But at the same time, I personally don't like alchemy right now. Alchemy made me a ton of gold in Shadowlands. Not thrilled with it for Dragonflight. So I know that was really back and forth there. I am going to go file mastery. I am going to go file, and I'm going to push first for being able to multi-craft down here. And I will worry about it basically once I fill up this will, because then it'll be worthwhile to potentially craft just for the massive amount of multi-crafting. I think if you don't have this, it's not worth the craft at all, more than likely, because there's going to be other crafters. There's other crafters out there right now who have it, because they put 10, and then they're 20 in. It's only 40 points. So you can rush to the end of here. So like, there's no reason for me to craft anything until I have this node, because everybody's able to make way more than I can. So I'm going to transmute for now, and then as I'm picking up points, I will head down to my multi-craft personally. Sorry for the extremely long-winded answer. Honestly, multi-craft's what's going to make alchemy good, if it's good at all. You're going to have to get it every which way you can.
Not repeat our history.
This is just that extra crap that I made when I was leveling it. I just want to get whatever money I can back. Don't really care how much I'm getting back. Liquid Courage. It shows you the courage of immediately continue experimenting with alchemical ingredients. So I can use Liquid Courage and then do the file thing again?
Go in wisdom.
Is that what that does? Let's try. Maybe. I think I can use this and then it'll allow me to do the experimentation again. I don't know. I'll worry about that later.
My wares were made with knowledge.
I hadn't seen that before. Tailoring? What are you doing with tailoring? I've used tailoring. I was going the Azure Weave, but I think if I don't hit Tier 3 Azure Weave, it's not worth anything. Because, like, at least last time I checked, I haven't checked today. But, like, Azure Weave Tier 3 bolts, right? Pretty good money there. Azure Weave 1, 3100, and I can't remember what you even used to make the damn things anymore. I'll have to go look at that.
Thank you for sharing.
I'm gonna go look. Yeah, I've had a few profession orders. I did a couple this morning. I should have looked before I logged off that character, now I think about it. The only one that I think is going to have eventually have profession orders available is going to be like Inscription for your treaties. That one I think you could potentially find public orders. Yep, that was potentially going to be my video for tomorrow. I was trying to hold off making a video on that, Eris, because I'm trying to make Killer Gold too. I've been making really good gold with it as well. I can show you guys who are here who don't know. Let's see. So... oh, there it is. So yeah, like right now this is telling me approximately... 2,000... approximately 3,200 gold to craft. That's an approximate, obviously. It might be slightly wrong. But if that was 3,200 gold to craft, it's 3,100 when I sell it. Like, ouch. Just ouch. So it's like, unless I can make it tier 3, kind of screwed. Can't even make them now. But that just obviously requires more skill, which I don't have yet. Because the general recipe difficulty is quite high. Because, I mean, hell, it's even 212 to guarantee tier 2. So you need a decent amount of inspiration, and then... gosh, I don't even know... I mean, I'm even 67. And I've made... oh, I guess everything but this. I have one thing I can make. Vibrant.
Do you seek knowledge?
Both the cloth and the shard.
Come see me again.
The hell is it called? It is Vibrant Wilder Cloth.
Our flight has much to offer.
Why am I blind? Oh, there it is. What's the difference between Rune 1 and Wing 2? Are you talking about specifically for...
Go in wisdom.
like the, excuse me. Are you talking about for like Azure Weave? Like, tier 2 materials just give you a little bit more skill. So, and I think each tier is 3 skill, I think. So, like, yeah. That's essentially it. It just allows you to add more skill towards getting to the next tier for whatever item you're making. Such as, look at the Azure Weave Mantle. I can make it at tier 2, right? And like I have no chance of it having an Inspire proc to make it to tier 3. But if I used all these items at like tier 3, if this was tier 3, you know, if that was tier 3, if these were tier 3, like maybe I'd have a chance to, you know, at least inspire the next tier. That's essentially what that's used for. That's all that this gives you. So for instance, let's look at some of the combatant gear I can make. I could potentially... let's see, 86... I need 95. So I would need to come up with 9 skill to get to the next tier. I actually think I could do that and guarantee this tier. If this went from T2 to T3, that's plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So I could gain 9 skill if these were both plus 3. I would then guarantee that this is tier 4. Not worth it, by the way, for this, but I'm just saying that that's a possibility. When I get on my leatherworker, I can show how, like, depending on how you're spec'd, you know, hopefully you can start making stuff that you don't need to use higher tier stuff. I can make some pretty good stuff over there that I don't need. God, I forgot even what character I'm on. Getting stuck and everything. You can end up making stuff without needing, like, the additional materials like that at all. Like, you can just flat out make it. Oh, God. There we go. Make one of those real quick. Because I can. Get that first bonus. Yay, 1 skill point. Whoop-dee. See, I was rushing up here then to get this illustrious insight finishing to try to increase the quality of my Azure Weave. Because I'm hoping I can make it to tier 3 before they're not worth it anymore. I mean, they'll always be worth it, but I want to be able to make a lot of money off of it, not just a little bit. Hey, Jason, how are you? What's the Crimson Combatant farm? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that, wasn't I?
My wares were made with knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do something and not, like...
Okay. Let's see here. So what I do for the Crimson Combatant is I just look up at the recipes and I try to score them at good deals. Obviously, there's now a lot posted, but those first, like, 72 hours... First of all, it was, like, almost 72 hours in before I saw any up here. And then it was just a matter of watching. I've scored some for less than 100 gold. I've gotten a couple for that. I've gotten a couple for like 1,000. Usually if they're around 20k or slightly lower, I pretty much instantly buy them. And then I just kind of base it off of like what the market looks like. Like, let's take these male hands. If I didn't have these male hands, I can see the recipe at 25k. I can kind of go and look at male hands over here, see if anybody's selling them, and there are. There's a decent amount available. And they're selling about 7.5k right now. But, like, that's not a big deal either, because then you just have to sell, what, like a little over, maybe 4 of them? Sell 4 of them, and then you start making profit? It's not that difficult, right? Like, think back how legendaries were. Originally, when the legendaries came out, you had to sink 500k into being able to make one. You know, but then once you started selling a couple, you made your gold back, right? Same kind of thing. So I constantly come and I look up combat over on the recipes, and I'm usually looking to score a deal. I've also bought a couple of these at like 10,000 in like the first day or so. Like, I bought some plate ones because I didn't have blacksmithing. I actually still don't have blacksmithing done. You know, I bought some blacksmithing ones for like 10k and sold them for like 100k in those first, like, you know, 72 hours. Things of that nature. So I'm always looking for a good deal on these. And basically, for me right now, if it hits like 25k or lower, maybe 20k, I usually look and see if I have it yet, because I have a lot of these. I don't have plate done, but I have the hands. I have that. I have that. I have that. I know I have that. I might not have that one. I have a lot of them. So that's usually what I do, and making them has made great gold. Because if you look at the tooltip, this increases the item level to 398 in arenas and battlegrounds. First thing, unless they changed it, this wasn't working as of not too long ago. Take a look at these. Yeah, there you go. Crimson Combatant Resilient Boots. These are the boots, right? It doesn't have the equip bonus on them. It's not listed. Right? So when you're going to buy these off the auction house, the equip bonus isn't there. Why is that 1,000 gold? Wow. But, or at least when you're scrolling over it like this, you might be like, oh, this is nothing. But when you click into it, as you saw, then if you scroll over it, you can see, oh wait, there's the equip bonus. But why that's good is the way that the game works right now, things don't have to be a higher quality to increase the item level in PvP, which is like the same thing as the honor gear. If you're just a PvPer, you can buy honor gear right off the vendor, and it's like 411 or something. In arenas and battlegrounds, it stays that way. So even if you upgraded it, it doesn't upgrade that 411. It will only upgrade its base item level for like world content. Same thing with this kind of stuff. You can go in and buy one of these items, and where is one that has like a lot for sale? Are these all different item levels? No. I was hoping to find one a bunch of different item levels. This one, maybe. No. Actually, let's just go helm. Right? Here's a good example. So like on this plate helm, if I'm a PvPer, I don't need to come in here and buy the one at 25k. Yes, it's 343. This one's 337. But this 337 one also is 398 in arenas and battlegrounds. And this one here is also 398. So if all I was doing in PvP, and it doesn't matter which one I buy. I could just buy the cheapest. However, if you're somebody who just wants extra item level, or, you know, whatever the case may be, they will still buy. They will still buy these just because they see it's a high item level and they just don't even think about it. So like on my leatherworker, I make them all at max quality just because I feel like I should. But honestly, even if you're making them at tier 1, like the lowest quality, technically you should still be able to make gold. I mean, I think this is a bit cheap for that, but yeah, they could be that high. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. It depends on your server and everything. On what's going on. What the hell was I doing? So I made that first craft. I don't remember. But anyway, long story short, I have been looking to snipe, essentially, those recipes every time I get a chance, and I look between that like 20 and, you know, somewhere around 20k. Buy them if I need them for myself. Otherwise I don't. I typed in recipe. That was great.
Huh.
Yeah. So at least everybody's kind of starting to notice what the prices are on these things. So they're not dropping too low. I wonder if I can find a good example. Probably not. I think a lot of people can make this crap now. I don't know, let's go to... Easier way to look is let's go to armor. Let's look at each slot. Is there any of these that have like nobody's selling them? I think a lot of people are on top of this now. It's gonna be a little bit harder to make. There in that first like 72 hours, a lot of the recipes, I was like the only one crafting them. So if any of them were bought, it was mine. And that was... So male shoulders. There's like none of the combatant male shoulders available. Thought I saw those. So here's male shoulder right here. There's 9 of these available. Cheapest one's 45k, but the thing is, nobody is selling them. Nice, Taya. So, like, theoretically, there's a chance I could buy this and be making these and probably still be able to make good gold, just considering I have no competition. So, it's probably not a bad idea. I don't know if I feel like doing it. I probably should. But it's honestly not a bad idea. Don't think I'm going to, though. Yeah. find the other sellers, so I'm getting undercut a lot on. I'm selling some on this character, like on this character, and I'm selling a lot of the other ones on there where they go, like on the character that makes them. One of the issues right now I'm having is it's kind of hard to even use my bank alt and everything, because TSM doesn't work the way I want it to for like restocking. So I don't really have a choice other than making the items on the characters that can make them and posting them. And then I have to manually keep track of what I need. And that's kind of a pain in the ass. I wonder if I can look up. I probably could. They're called combatant, right? I can look up and see maybe how much gold I've made off of them in like the last day or something. Probably not too bad. Here's an example. Here's the combatant things I've sold like in the last 2 days. 700,000 gold worth. So yeah, it makes gold. And I probably spent maybe, God, maybe 100k? Maybe 100k. Probably not. Probably not. I think it's probably a good 600k plus profit, to be honest. I haven't bought a recipe over 20k. So it makes gold. It's been making gold for me just fine. Alright. Let's see, what am I gonna do? I need to go check on this character real quick. Yeah, the cloak, yeah. I'm dumb because that was at like 25k up there yesterday, and I didn't buy it, and I should have.
We have been scattered so we will not repeat our history.
But I have to do things like this, like when I'm on here, I have to go in and like manually go to each item that I can make, and then scroll over it and see if I have any auctions of it. And then I have to remember what I need to make it. So I need that one. Looks like I need that one as well. I need the mask. I need the shoulders too. And this one, from what I can tell. So I need to make like 5 of these, right? I really don't have any of them.
Flight has much to offer. We have been scattered so long.
I mean, I guess not. But I have to keep track of it all manually instead of just having TSM tell me what I need to craft. And it takes me forever because my brain just doesn't work that quick. Okay, so I need 3 Infurious Hide. 3 Infurious Hide and some scales.
Do you seek knowledge?
And luckily I can just use T2 scales, so it's easy. That's something else I was talking about earlier I can show you is, like, once your skill's at a certain point, like, you don't need to buy higher quality stuff. Specifically on, like, these combatant pieces. Like, this combatant here, like, technically, because each of these give 3 skill. Keep that in mind. I'm at 123 skill. I can make this at max quality with tier 1 adamant scales as well. They just tier 2 happen to be the cheapest. Like, I don't need to have, like, tier 3 Infurious or tier 2. I don't need it. I just need everything at tier 1, and I can make these at its max quality based on my current spec. So that's how you check for restock. Are you having restock and stuff work with TSM right now? Because I am not. It is not working worth a damn for me. I tried to add stuff in yesterday, or specifically for making the PvP gear, actually. And it don't work. Let's get all this stuff reposted. Been hoping to get more of the male gear, just given all them invokers out there. Yeah, I know. I'm like half-assed doing it all manually and stuff too. It does not work the way. Does not work the way I'd like to. But even like 7.5K, like, it cost me like, what, like 1,000 gold, if that, to make the item. Keep in mind, I'll talk about this in the video too. These combatant pieces, they're gonna be good for a while. The reason being, when you hit max level and you want to go PvP, you get rolled. You have like barely over 300 item level, and you get absolutely destroyed by everybody. Everybody's at 411 or above, you know, in PvP gear, you know, and it's gonna be worse once people start getting conquest gear. You get absolutely handed. Like, people have, like, it's the start of the expansion, and you can go in there and have somebody like 100 item levels higher than you. I was telling my buddy, I was like, oh, we'll just go in, let's just go farm some honor, it'll be good. He's like, dude, just go into epics, because like you're gonna get rolled going to normals. And I'm like, it'll be fine, it's the beginning of the expansion. I'm like, it's day 3, I should be fine. Yeah, no, it's not a fun experience to get rolled like that. There's a reason why people are gonna still come around and buy these. I will. I mean, PvP is like my primary thing other than gold making. You know, I'll either make them or buy them, just given that, like, I want to play the character, but I don't want to feel like ass. You know, I want to be able to go out there and not, like, just insta fall over and get one-tabbed. These are going to be good for that. These are going to be great for that. Plus, the way that the gearing works for, like, world quests, I think it goes by, like, the highest item level piece that you have. Which I don't think I even have anything. I wonder if I can test that.
Thank you for sharing.
If I look at some world quests, no, those are 343. But I wonder if that's snapshotted at 343 because I've looted and had a 343. Maybe. I can't technically test it because. Either way,
We will
getting off
not
topic.
repeat our history.
These are going to be good for a while because of that. Because me as a PvPer, I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to be like, man, I need my plate gear. Let's buy the cheapest helm. Let's buy the cheapest chest. Let's buy the cheapest shoulders. It's going to cost me like 100k or less to just be reasonable in PvP and then start working on my gear. Like, I'd do it. Hey, look at that. I just made the wrist straps and they're, you know, those are sold. Actually, I put up new ones? No, I did. I put up new ones. Cool. Yeah, they sell. They sell like crazy. It is very worth looking for these rests. Hey, look. 2k. What did I tell you? Make a look. See one. Snipe it.
Come see me again.
I just got one for 2k. That was the Crimson Combatant Cowl, right? Actually, I don't even think I have that one. I think that's another new one for me. Is it? Or is that... No, that's the one I already have. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Because I'm still sniping it for 2k and I'm still going to sell it for more.
My wares were made with knowledge.
Ugh. No, I'm not going to undercut him. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to post it there. I bitch at that all the time. I'm not going to do it to somebody else. Whatever. Snipe it for 2. Post it back up. Yeah, it is free gold. Which is why I look like all the
We
time.
have been scattered so long. We will not repeat our history. Go in wisdom.
Okay. I'll randomly go see if there's any work orders. There's probably not, because there never is, but one of these days there will be. I did do a few work orders yesterday. Nothing. The only one I think you can reliably find work orders on is Inscription, just because of the treaties and whatnot. I've made a few. Which is literally what I'm going to get on and go check. I think I have 3 70s right now. 3 70s, a 67, and a 65. Thinking about leveling something else today, though. Come on, treaties. Nope. None of my treaties, none of them are up. I have 2 personal, but they're for my own characters, so. I did get on and find 1. I did make 1 this morning.
Oh, my is busy.
Rip. Alright. I think I should go dual gather for a little bit. You regret going Chrono? I know, I regret going Azariv right now. Unless I can hit tier 3 fast, I regret it as well. Can't respec it, but it doesn't stop you from having an ult with a different spec. Just have an ult with a different spec. That's how you fix that. I'm gonna have to have multiple just because of that same thing. I've screwed up on a couple that I wish I could change. Oh wow, I randomly have like a bunch of crap. I don't even have a reagent bag on this. I'm gonna go do like a run of gathering, I think. I'm gonna try to find a good gathering route for like if you have an actual dual gatherer like this is, So I'm literally going to grab everything I have and just post it to the auction house just to clear my bag. All this random stuff I had from leveling. And then I'm going to try to go find a dual gathering spot. What are the biggest things we can go for? Writhe Bark, right? Writhe Bark's still selling pretty darn well. Wow, the Basilisk eggs are still at this price. There's a busted farm for these guys. Anybody on NA and want to go do it with me? Do you have like a Hunters or probably Shaman? Or no, excuse me. Druid? It's actually a pretty good price. You can get those really quickly. Let's just get all this stuff out of my bag, so I know how much I have. That way if I do an actual hour farm, it's easier to figure out what I had now and before. Yeah, I can't play across region, unfortunately. I have a stupid amount of people from EU that watch me. Not really NA. It's weird. Not watch me, but like watch my content. I'm not saying I'm like some big streamer or not. I'm not. I hate a normal roll. The fact that I can get the Bronx, like the other statue myself now, is really cool. I don't have to be. All right. I haven't even been on this character in a while. I leveled this like day 1, and then I haven't even touched it. I don't even know if I have my. Let's see. Like I don't even know if I've gotten like my treaties thing. Like not my treaties, but my my books. Oh, I have gotten my books. This was supposed to be a dual gatherer, so I was going the bountiful route, specifically just to be able to mine while, like to be able to mine and herb while on your mount. Don't know if that was a mistake yet or not. I think my mining made it there, didn't it? Yeah, my mining made it there, and then I was going the overload. Overload's kind of cool. Is it just in my... Where do I find the skill for overloading? Is it like in here? No? Because I learned a skill to be able to overload. There it is. Okay. That's actually a good skill. Gives you a skill point too, which I didn't know about. So where do we want to go? Really depends on what things are selling for. What's good? Oh, I can't see the price by looking at it like this? Damn. I was hoping I'd be able to like look here. Does that work? There we go. Draconium's like 100, looks like. What are those at? 130? Gross. Those are pretty cheap. Not a lot to be said there. What about these? I don't think I'll be able to tell this way. Rip. Well, I mean, I already know that Saxifrage is okay. It's like 30 something, right? And then Writhe Bark is the one that's expensive. So I know that Writhe Bark you can get pretty decent amount over in Azure, down in this area, down here. So maybe I fly out there and just start looking around for a little bit. Being able to do it on my mount is kind of cool, but It's really not needed. Right? It's just not needed. Then how do you really keep up on your vigor and everything? Like even with the node.
Our tribe holds a special connection to Wind Eagles, descended from Onara herself. The nestlings and eggs are trapped in our overtaken village. Please, help save them.
Oh, what a pain in the ass. Can't. Oh, of course, I tried to jump and I couldn't. Alright, cool. I guess I'll go get these while I'm waiting for my vigor and stuff. Can you not? I missed it. Oh god. I'm doing a great job getting stuck on literally everything humanly possible. Okay, I massive lag. I guess I'll die. That was insane. I was like hitting buttons and like nothing was happening.
Yeah, I've had some issues this morning too.
Random, what is this? Clan chest. I had a problem with chaos in it. Okay, I need to head where I'm actually trying to go. Oh, my mouse isn't working correctly? That would explain what's going on. What the hell's wrong with my mouse?
You're doing the same thing.
Like, I can't use my, like, F3 buttons and stuff.
My mouse keeps like sticking, so it's obviously a WoW thing. It's freaking out.
No, I can't use my... I can't even hardly play the character if I can't use the buttons on my mouse. What the fuck? I don't know what to do about that. Usually the only way to fix that is to freaking completely restart my computer, and I really don't want to do that.
I've already tried. Hasn't done shit. Now my mouse is all fucked up.
No, what the hell's my... What a pain in the butt.
Check updates.
Take this over to the other screen. Try to fix my mouse if I can. It says no device detected, which is obviously not true.
Ever since the Primalists came to the plains,
So what we're gonna
I
have
did
to,
that yesterday, but
so what I need to do to fix that I already know
help return the land back to its natural state.
is I need to unplug my mouse from the back of the computer and plug it back in. So give me a second.
nope.
All right, let's see. Did that fix it? Maybe? No? Didn't fix it, huh? That's absolutely
Oh
amazing.
my god, this is so bad. It's driving me insane. It's got to be a WoW thing.
Don't think it is, but
Well, not you. I mean me. Mine keeps sticking and it just won't move. It's happened to me before on WoW. I think it was like a UI thing.
I don't really know what to do. Because it's flat out not detecting my mouse for some reason.
To just restart, unfortunately. Oh my god, this is driving me insane. My mouse just will not move. Like,
Did you just change the DPI setting on accident?
I did it on purpose.
Yeah, if I can't use my mouse buttons, I can't play, because that's like 9 of my buttons, so that's really stupid. I need to figure out what's going on. I don't know why it always has to be something. Oh, I guess I didn't need to kill that.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay. No loot. Just gonna hit the mine and nothing happens. Is this like just me that has this kind of stuff's happening? What the hell's going on right now? I'm trying not to overly complain, but like, God. Okay, that worked. Stuck on trees, sick.
Ever since the Primalists came to the plains, it's as if the elements themselves are thrown into chaos. Help return the land back to its natural state.
Appreciate the Jailing Enchanting Shuffle. Those seems you get 3 times your money just by making spools. Yeah, 3 times your money, but you're doing like, I mean, you can buy like 2,000 for like 500 gold and then make like 1,700 gold or something. Like, but it takes you like 10 minutes. It's not exactly good gold per hour, but can you make money? Yes, you can. Like if I had like 0 gold, that would be one way to make some. It's pretty crap in terms of gold per hour, though. Even the shuffle, as much as it's died, is still over. It was over 45k this morning when I did it. It was 48k when I did it this morning. Because I've been kind of, since I made the video, I've been just kind of making sure I test it here and there. And, I mean, 48k an hour still ain't bad. And that was also just buying the spools. Buying the spools and buying the wilder cloth. It's not worth making the spools yourself. Unless, of course, you somehow are spec'd into it to where you make a ton more or something, but it takes far too much time. Wondered when I'd find some red bark. This fool largely because you can't just buy 100k cloth and go AFK. That's the other thing that's bad of it. Like, right, if it was something that you can like primarily just do AFK, it's a little bit different. But the fact that you can only do 1,000 at a time, so you can't just like AFK it, makes it really not something I'm gonna do. Again, I could see myself starting with something like that if I like had absolutely no gold. That's like starting a fresh 61st server kind of thing. Like, potentially, but my mouse is not working and it's starting to drive me up an absolute wall. So, I'm gonna try to fix it real quick. So, excuse me real quick. And TSM is not set up to unravel. TSM is not set up to do a lot of things. Because, like, I've been trying to, like, work on some grouping and all that. Like, for my PvP gear crafting and stuff. And it's just, like, not working. Look, now a few of the items it doesn't even recognize. Like, it's just not working. It's just not working. It doesn't work for, like, restock. Anything. I guess I can't. Oh, I can't go. Can I go in here? Yeah, like, if I go in to restock my groups. You know, I picked that I want to restock my PvP gear. I might not have anything to restock, tell you the truth, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't track things on the task list, nothing. Christopher, do you have any good gold making tips right now? I mean, shuffle still works. The initial shuffle, I mean, it's only, you know, it's less than 50k an hour at the when I did it this morning. But I mean, that's still 50k an hour, I guess. I think that's good for most people. Do you normally make more than 50k an hour? I mean, if frozen meat in a 4x4. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's done out here, right? One of these spots. Really? Well, that's because people know about the mount and stuff now. That got posted yesterday on like Wowhead and stuff like that. So of course, I mean, it would make sense. You see something like that posted, you start figuring out, oh, what quest do you need to get this done, so you can start getting that frozen meat to drop because it's the hard one to get, and you go out there and chain farm it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Makes sense. It's kind of how the gold making community goes. Not surprised. I mean, even the Basilisk guys aren't terrible. Like, the farm that's done, like, up here, wherever the hell it's at. That one's not that bad, either. Not uber insane, but Not terrible. The only level of blacksmithing and alchemy currently making 0. Waiting for more renown and raid week. Wanting to put some professions on my warlock. Make some money on him for now. Well, I'm still making, again, I was still making about 50k an hour doing the shuffle. That's something you can stand around in town to do, but you have to be like deeply spec to be able to make that worthwhile at all. I was trying to do maybe a shuffle with leatherworking and didn't pan out quite as well. I was trying to do a couple things with some multi-craft to see how well it worked, and that failed for me. I've been looking for other side things, but to be honest, I don't just make gold. I like to play the game. I've been leveling alts and stuff. I haven't gone too terribly hard in the last, like, 24 hours. My main way of making gold right now is making combatant gear, sniping recipes, and then making combatant gear and posting it to the auction house. That's honestly where I'm making most of my gold, like, in the last 24 hours. Well, it's deep for most people. I mean, I can't tell you how many comments I see that people are like, how do you get all those points? How can you possibly spec for that quick? I'm like, it really doesn't take that long. You have to have a little bit of initial gold to, like, do the power leveling, you know, to make one of each item and get it, you know, pushed up to, like, 50 or wherever it needs to be so you can get your weekly quest. That, plus weekly quest, plus the 3 things in the world, plus, you know, the Draconic Knowledge stuff, which I probably have a few on me. Yeah, this one. Dragon Shard Knowledge turn-ins. On top of the Rabul turn-in, yeah, you can get 40 points, 40 plus points pretty easily. Just kind of got to know what you're doing. It shouldn't take you that long. Wowhead probably does have Wowhead always has great write-ups, so I'm not surprised. Of course they do. That's what they do. They're good at it. They're 8 trees at 3 knowledge and 1 master that gives you 5. Have they found all of them yet? I have a thing posted on the Discord that has, like, some of them from back, like, in beta. But I don't know if I know all of them. I haven't gone around and gotten all of them either. I probably need to on my main profession, like the main things I'm making gold with. I probably need to take time to go around and do that just to get it done. Okay, I heard that there was like 8 for each. So that means they have basically all of them found finally. Well. And then there's 8 and 1 master. Did they post that recently? I don't remember seeing that. I'm always on Wowhead. No, I must have not. I'm currently looking on Wowhead for the article. Oh, I was going to make a video about that. Damn it. And they posted it. 7 hours ago. I was going to make a video about how to tame Blood Gullet. And of course, now they have a post on it. So, rip me. I haven't gone and gotten it yet on my hunter. I was going to do that today. I bet that thing's camped like hell now. Son of a bitch. Alright. Let's see. Hotfixes, profession skip, blah, blah, blah. When was that post? How long ago was that? Oh, wait. I think I found it. It's like a day ago. I missed it. Treasure locations. Ah. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, damn. I guess I'll have to do that. Thanks for I mean, I haven't gone out of my way to look for it, but at the same time, I didn't know of all of them. I haven't gotten all of them on everything. So I will have to keep this up and make sure I work on that. Thank you for sharing. I don't know how I missed that post. But, yep, it's right here. Thanks. Appreciate it. And then what do you mean by talk to the master? Is that, like in Valdraken or something? Absolutely. 100% with you, dude. That's the whole point of me making content, is I'm trying to help people who suck at making gold make gold. If you're making, you know, if you have 10 plus million, then my content's not for you. But if you're somebody who's like, holy crap, I have 50K, how do I start making gold? That's a little bit more along the lines of what we can work with. What did you do to make 1.5 million on shuffling yesterday? It wasn't yesterday, it was actually the day before. It's already, you're a little bit late, Andrew, but it's in the shuffling video. Yeah, exactly what I did there is how I made that much gold. It's about 50K an hour right now, so you're not going to make it very quickly, but it's still between 40 and 50K on NA as of this morning. The auction house is quite it's fluctuating like mad in the last 24 hours. I'd be a little bit careful, but it was still making gold just fine for me. Shuffling Awakened, like taking rousings and shuffling into Awakened, but then you still lose the auction house cut too. Like, you have to be a little bit careful with that. That's boring, if that's what you're talking about, like sniping rousings and turning them into Awakened. Ugh, that hurts my head even thinking about. Like, what a pain in the ass. Kind of pretty good, right? Ooh, looked for it because Wraith seems to be the only thing that holds steady in price. Actually, that's literally why I was out here, is I was trying to find Wraith Bark, and I knew that I can get some out in the wooded area, so I came down to Azure Span on my dual gatherer, hoping I can find some. But I'm currently having a problem with my mouse that I'm trying to fix, and that's kind of why I'm not farming at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's no different than like flipping the spools or something. It's like tiny margins, but you know, you can make gold technically for doing hardly anything. Yeah, the red areas on the map are best. Oh, okay. I don't have the whole... This isn't all... I don't have the area unlocked, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, like these like red-brown areas, I think is what you're talking about. Yeah, I assumed it was down in this area, so I figured I'd fly around. Because, yeah, there's not much else that's worth of anything. Wraithmark's okay. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I guess if I run into some Draconium or some Casgrate, since it's a dual gatherer, that would be okay. I kind of feel like, I don't know if Hawkenbloom and stuff shares spawn locations, but Hawkenbloom probably isn't even worth me landing for. Like, I might as well keep searching. I wish you could, like, turn off a specific, be like, I want to see all herbs but this one. That one sucks. That would be cool. Anyway, I'm standing up for just a minute. I'm going to try to fix my mouse again. I unfortunately think my worst case scenario is I'm going to have to restart my whole damn computer to fix it. But I can't use any of my top abilities. I can't use any of my burst abilities, which are all like on my mouse. I can't do anything right now. It's pissing me off. So unfortunately, pick it. It does. It does share. Son of a bitch. It does share. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Give me just a second. I'm going to try to fix my mouse real quick. Hope to God this works. And of course, I'm hitting buttons and screwing my own mouse up. Alright. Trying again real quick. 1 second. So, doing that, plugging that in did not work. That's wonderful. Is this rested down here? It is. Restarting the game, maybe? Yeah, that was the, I did the shuffle this morning, and that's what I did. That's how much I spent. That's how much each of the things made. Total cost. What I spent, you know, minus it. That was basically 16K. Times 3, it was 48K an hour this morning. Because I was messing with it. Alright, let's see. It still says that, like, no device is connected. That's really driving me absolutely wild. Nope, it's not working. That's wonderful. I mean, I don't need to adjust any settings because it just flat out says it's not connected, even though it, like, you know, obviously is. Interesting. Well, guys, I actually think that I have to restart my computer, so I know. I mean, I need it. I can't play without my mouse buttons. It's like half of my well, not half of my abilities, but it's all my major cooldowns on every class. I don't know what randomly happened because I was on. I don't know. Let's try another character. That shouldn't be an issue. But I think I'm gonna have to restart my damn computer, which of course means I gotta end stream for a few minutes and bring it back, which is stupid. I don't want to, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah. None of my stuff's correct, which is
Weird.
wonderful. Alright guys, I need to restart real quick. I'm sorry. I will be back once I fix this real quick. It's a pain in the butt. There we go. Restarting real quick. Sorry about that. I'll be back.